Hey, what's going on, my fellow idiots? Welcome back for another episode of Idiot Proof Cooking. So today I'm going to show you how to make tiramisu. It's a super simple dessert, it's no bake, and it's absolutely delicious. I'm making it because Rose saw a picture of it on the internet, like when I was just browsing, looking at different recipes and things like that. And she was like, "Oh, Dad, can you make that for me?" And I was like, "Of course," because tiramisu is awesome. So let's get into making it. The first thing we need to do to make our tiramisu, a little rhyme, is get a double boiler going and throw in 6 large egg yolks into a bowl with 3/4 of a cup of white granulated sugar. We're going to mix the egg yolks and sugar together, and then we're just going to cook these over the double boiler for the next 10 to 12 minutes until the eggs thicken up and get nice and ribbony, and they're going to get a little bit lighter in color. As you can see here, they've lightened up. They're a lighter shade of yellow, and they've thickened up. After 10 to 12 minutes, take the bowl off of the double boiler and set it aside to cool down. Now, in another large mixing bowl, we're going to add in a 16-ounce container of mascarpone cheese. So just pour that into your mixing bowl, or struggle like I'm doing. Come on, hold on a minute. All right, get out a spatula and spatula out the 16 ounces of mascarpone into a mixing bowl. And then we're going to use 3 to 4 tablespoons of bourbon. Now, hear me out here. Most tiramisu recipes call for using a spiced rum. But if you're like me and don't like spiced rum, use bourbon, and that's what I'm going to do. So 3 to 4 tablespoons of bourbon, and then we're just going to cream the mascarpone cheese together with the bourbon, or spiced rum if that's what you want to use. But just use your electric mixer and blend this all together until it's nice and smooth and creamy like that. Oh, it smells good. It smells kind of bourbony. All right, once that's done, we are going to go get our egg sugary mixture, and we're going to spatula it into the mascarpone cheese. So just scrape down your bowl, make sure you get it all into there. There we go. And then go get out your electric mixer once more and blend everything together. This is the cream that you're going to use in your tiramisu. But we're not quite done. You know what? Hold on. Let me give it a little taste. It's already tasting good. Set that aside for a moment and get out one more mixing bowl, and into it pour 2 cups of whipping cream, because we're going to make some whipped cream. Now, I'm not going to add any sugar into my whipped cream because we're just going to add this in with the custardy mixture that we've already made, and that's pretty sweet as is. Now, if you want an extra sweet tiramisu, add in like 3 to 4 tablespoons of sugar into your 2 cups of whipping cream. But like I said, you're going to be fine as is, just whipping up the cream by itself. And speaking of which, you're going to want to whip the cream with your electric mixer for the next 6 to 8 minutes until it forms hard peaks on your beaters like this. Now, once you've whipped your cream, pour it in with your custardy mixture, and all we're going to do now is use our spatula to gently fold everything together. You just want to gently fold it so that you don't deflate your whipping cream that you just mixed in. Once that's all done, you're just going to set this in the fridge and let it chill out until you're ready to start using it. Now, what we have here is 2 cups of a pretty strong brewed coffee. I've got it in my Christmassy Star Wars container here. Look at that. And we're going to add in another tablespoon or so of bourbon into the coffee. And again, if you want to use spiced rum, use spiced rum. But then we're going to get out a 13 by 9 inch baking pan, and we're going to start lining it with ladyfingers. These are ladyfingers. They're a light, crispy, fluffy cookie. They've kind of got a bland, sugary taste. Like, honestly, they're nothing special. But what we do here is we take the ladyfingers, we dunk them in the coffee, and then we line the bottom of the baking pan. Now, what you'll want to do is just quickly dunk the ladyfingers into the coffee. If you let them soak too long, they'll just turn into mush. So you're going to lay down your first layer of ladyfingers, and then we're going to go get our tiramisu cream that we've been let sitting in the fridge, and we're going to use half of it, spread it out all over the ladyfingers, make sure it's nice and even like I'm doing here, and then we're going to repeat the process with more ladyfingers. So just dunk them in the coffee, make an entire second layer on top of the first layer of cream, and then use the second half of the tiramisu cream, spread it all out all over the ladyfingers, and that's pretty much tiramisu. All we're going to do now is make sure that it's nice and even, and stick this in the fridge and let it set and cool down for like the next 4 to 5 hours. after 5 hours in the fridge. As you can see here, it's kind of firmed up a little bit. And the last step before cutting into this is sprinkle some cocoa powder on top for decoration and, you know, a little bit of a chocolatey taste. So just use some cocoa powder and then sift it all over the top of your tiramisu, and voila, we're finished our tiramisu. Super simple, right? Look, it's no bake. All right, let's cut in and try this. I'm gonna cut myself off a fairly large piece because I'm a fan of tiramisu. Scoop it out. Look at that, it didn't fall apart, thank God. Now let me give you a quick close-up shot here. Oh, come on, Will, tilt the bowl so that people can see. There we go, come on, Will. There, you can see the layers, lady fingers, then cream, and then more lady fingers, then more cream, and then the cocoa powder. That's your tiramisu. Super simple and really nice and just absolutely tasty. So speaking of which, let's go in for the taste test, and yeah, that is perfect. Here we go. We've got the official taste tester on the channel. She came over right away, and do we get a thumbs up? What do we think, Rose? Does she like it? Well, there it is, and we got the second one. JP's wanting a taste test too. All right, we better give him a taste test too. He doesn't thumbs up yet, so we don't know what his opinion is on it, but he did keep coming back for more bites, so I think we can safely say he liked it as well. And we've got a rare Megan appearance. She wanted a bite of the tiramisu as well, and wouldn't you know it, she also liked it. Look at JP. Look at JP just reaching for it, man. He wants more. There we go, buddy. There you go. Get in there. Anyways, this was super simple to make, and tiramisu is awesome. It tastes so good, so give this one a try at home. But let's call it there. I hope you enjoyed what you saw here today, and if you did, why don't you drop me a comment and like the video. Hey, you can even subscribe to the channel if you want. But anyways, thank you again for watching Eddie Proof Cooking, and we'll see you again next time.